All right, Shalom. First of all, giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother now by Ayashi, the Gym at Indianapolis camp. Coming with another episode to get your mind right. Today we're going to be dealing with woe to you pastors that scatter the sheep. Because you got a lot of Israelites out here that's misleading the people with what? False doctrines. You know what I'm saying? If you're not teaching that the mark of the beast is the C-hip, then you're scattering the sheep. If you're teaching that the Lord is a so-called white man, you're scattering the sheep. If you're teaching that the earth is flat, you're scattering the sheep. If you're teaching the people that Jacob is the so-called white man, then you're destroying and scattering the sheep. See what I'm saying? Because a pastor, which is also known as a shepherd, is supposed to what? Feed the sheep, feed the lambs. Like Yahushua told Peter, if you love me, feed my lambs. You know what I'm saying? Or feed the sheep. Because that's what a real shepherd does. A shepherd protects the sheep. A shepherd keeps the sheep from danger. You know what I'm saying? Or if a sheep gets his leg stuck in the hole, then the shepherd what? Gets him out and nurtures and cares for the sheep. But a lot of Israelite pastors out here is not doing that. You got pastors in these churches like Geno Jennings, you know what I'm saying, that's telling everybody that the white man could be saved because they're a Gentile just like he's a Gentile. All this whole nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? You're destroying and scattering the sheep. So this is Jeremiah 23:1. It says, woe. The Lord starts out by saying, woe, meaning what? Destruction, death. Woe be unto the pastors. A pastor is nothing but a shepherd or an elder. Someone that leads, guides, and protects. It said, woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter the sheep. How are you destroying the sheep? By not telling them who they are. You're not telling our people that are real children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American. You're not telling our people, the so-called Negroes, they're the real Jews of the Bible. You're not warning them about the C-hip that's coming, the mark of the beast. Hell, even when the C-19 was here, you weren't even warning them, telling them not to take the juicy juice, but you told them to take the juicy juice, like Captain Tazariot, General Yohana. You were telling people it was okay. IUIC allowing they members to take the juicy juice. You're destroying and scattering the sheep. You're supposed to tell them of the imminent danger that's coming. You're supposed to warn them about the wolves out here that's trying to devour the sheep. Hell, some of y'all are wolves also. Wolves in sheep clothing. The Lord, YAHAWASHI, warned us about people like you. It says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Which is what? Israel, the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes. You so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans. It says, saith the Lord. See what I'm saying? So the Lord is telling us that woe unto you pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of his pasture. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see. Pasture. It says pasturing, pasturage, shepherding, pasturing, pasturage, flock. Who's the Lord's flock? Israel. You see what I'm saying? It said a sense of feeding, because the pasture is where you go and get green grass to feed off of, which is what? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of this word, this truth. See what I'm saying? It says in the sense of feeding, pasture, concretely a flock. You know what I'm saying? So, his pasture is what? The men of Israel. Of course, you know, the sisters and children that's involved, but the Lord's The Lord starts off with the men and the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But his pastors, the nation of Israel. Because the Lord said the flock of his pastors, what? Men. You know what I'm saying? But that don't take away the women and children, you know. But the Lord's pastors, what? Israel. The nation of Israel as a whole. So, like I said, Jeremiah 23:1, woe be unto the pastors, which is, let's see. To pasture, tend, graze, feed. See? To tend, pasture, to shepherd, of ruler, teacher, of people as flock, shepherd, herdsman. To feed, graze, of cows, sheep, etc. Of idolater, Israel. See? Israel as flock, shepherd, shepherdess. To associate with, be a friend of, to associate with, to be companions, to be a special friend. But basically it's a shepherd. A shepherd does what? Feed the sheep. See what I'm saying? So you pastors are not feeding the sheep with what? Your false doctrine, your wayward doctrines. See what I'm saying? You're not telling people the truth, you're destroying and scattering the sheep. Why? Because without a shepherd, the sheep run around lost, with no protection, with no guide, no ruler, no one to keep them on a straight path, no one to protect them from the wolf. And that's what you false pastors are out here doing to the Lord's flock. The flock of what? The nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the only ones that the Lord loves. And you Israelite foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Those that come from the lineage of Israel, but you look like these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that's the Lord's flock. Is what? The elect of the nation of Israel. Even though as a whole, the nation of Israel is the Lord's flock, but on this side is the elect. But you out here scattering and destroying the Lord's flock, his sheep. You giving them bad grass. You giving them GMO grass. You giving them Roundup grass. You know what I'm saying? That's been sprayed with the pesticide Roundup. Giving them poison. You're not giving them the truth. See what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said, woe meaning destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. So the Lord gonna punish you, man. You're not finna get away with destroying his flock. You know what I'm saying? This is Ezekiel 34:2. It says, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherd of Israel, prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves, should not the shepherds feed the flocks? See what I'm saying? Because they only feeding themselves how? With monetary gain. That's how they feeding themselves. It's for what? Monetary gain. They're hirelings. That's why you see them out here teaching false doctrine. You see what I'm saying? Like the breakdown Nate just did about the sea hip. See what I'm saying? That was a terrible breakdown. Why? Because he's been compromised. That's why the Lord said, woe unto the shepherds that feed themselves. And not the sheep, not the flock. Because you're not even concerned about the flock. You're not concerned about the sheep of the Lord's pasture. You're only worried about your own grass. See what I'm saying? Your own pockets. You're not worried about the sheep of YAHAWASHI. That's the furthest thing from your mind. It's what? Protecting the Lord's sheep, the Lord's flock. They'll let you know that what? They don't care about the Lord's flock, man. It's all about themselves. You see what I'm saying? Here goes Zechariah chapter 11, verse 17. Whoa, see, the Lord keeps saying, whoa, man. Man, you people got a lot to pay for, man. Y'all got a lot on y'all hands, man. Y'all got a lot of blood on y'all hands. The Lord is going to destroy y'all for what? Misleading and destroying and scattering his sheep, man. Leaving them to die at the hands of wolves. It says, this is Zechariah 11:17. Woe to the idle shepherd. Meaning what? Y'all not doing nothing, man. See what I'm saying? Woe to the idle shepherd. What is this idle? We're going to go into it. See, of not. Good for nothing. Worthless. Of physicians, a shepherd, a divination, of false gods. Because a lot of y'all try to set yourself up as a god. Just like this one church pastor just got indicted. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other church pastors that live a luxurious lifestyle, they got robbed. See what I'm saying? That's war on you. Why? Because you're not feeding the Lord's flock. See what I'm saying? You're not feeding the sheep. It says that leaveth the flock, the sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye, his arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. Meaning what? The Lord is going to take everything from you. He's going to destroy you. He's going to destroy your power. See what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't better collect no more money off the lies you tell the people anymore in these churches, man. See what I'm saying? That's gonna be destroyed. It's over for your hustle, your church hustle on these people, man. Even you Israelites are robbing the people, man. You're not feeding them what? The fresh green grass. You're destroying them, man, with the GMO grass, the artificial turf. You feeding them, which is what? Your false doctrines, your lies. See what I'm saying? A lot of you church pastors got a lot of blood on your hand, man. You will pay, man. See what I'm saying? So woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI. With that, hey, ball, you know what I'm saying? DTA, hey, shalom.